Hi guys, how are you doing? It's Elaine Bintz, certified health coach and personal trainer. It's Monday, January 27th. We're in the last week of our challenge, the final stretch. I hope everybody's been having a great month. Today's topic is all about strength training. So I'll try to make this a little more brief. I'm sure you have a busy day. So strength training is not just important for people with bone loss. So after the age of 35 years and older, we build less bone than we break down. So our bodies are in this process of aging. So we have to do something externally in order to counteract the natural aging process. So introduce strength training. So strength training, it doesn't just build the body and make you toned and give you really strong, big muscles. And actually, as a person who practices natural bodybuilding and I use strength training as part of a balanced exercise program, as a woman, we are not gaining a ton of muscle unless you are really, really diligent about lifting heavy weight and you have a very high protein diet and you are doing a lot of activity that is muscle building and really heavy weight. So women, we don't have as much testosterone as men naturally. So it actually is a lot harder for us to gain strength. So strength training, it is completely undeniable the benefits of strength training. Strength training helps with boosting the metabolism. It helps us burn more calories all day long. It helps us prevent bone loss. It helps us with our shape. So keeping the body parts that are in certain parts, the back of our arms, our thighs, our butt, all that in the right spot. It makes you feel better, makes you feel stronger. It reduces our risk of injury. So you can ask anybody, your local trainer at your gym. You can ask a strength and conditioning coach at your son or daughter's high school. You can even ask a trainer. Most doctors, most everybody is going to recommend that you do some form of strength training. It could be as simple as trying to do a push-up hold or push-ups at home in front of the TV on commercial breaks. Or you could be doing things outside, walking lunges. You can do activities. You don't have to have the physical weights themselves. You can use soup cans, or you can use a gallon of water or a gallon of milk. You can use whatever you have that's available to you. So if you are just starting a strength training program, I would say start with 1 or 2 days a week. I know that's very conservative, but if you are using a moderate amount of weight, not a really, really, really heavy amount of weight, but you're using a moderate amount of weight, you probably will be a little bit sore for maybe a day or two after you do strength training. So I would start with the basics. Start with 1 or 2 sets of something. So say, for example, you're doing a shoulder press. So something that's lifting up and overhead. And if you do have a shoulder injury, I do not recommend that you do this. Or if you're rehabbing from rotator cuff surgery, just do your basics, 1, 2, 3, 4, count to 10, take a break, maybe do the other side of the body or do a different movement. And then pick 4 or 5, maybe 6 physical movements, exercises, and count those 10 times, practicing 1 or 2 sets, and then don't do strength training the next day. So you really want to start with the basics. Even walking, lunges, squats, sitting and standing, holding weights, that's a strength training move. So strength training definitely is beneficial at any age. I've had clients in their 90s doing strength training, and I've had clients that were 15. You do want to ask your pediatrician, depending on your son or daughter, if the child is under the age of 18. If they are doing strength training, you want to be careful with how much weight they lift. So our professional organization suggests that depending on where the child is with growth, girls, they might be done growing by 8th or 9th grade, but a lot of boys are still growing throughout high school and college. They don't want to lift a lot of heavy weight if the growth plates are not sealed. And you would know if the growth plates aren't sealed because they've stopped growing in height. But definitely include strength training in everyone's program. If you are completely new to strength training, I highly suggest hiring a trainer, even if it's just for 3 or 4 sessions, just to get the basics down. So keep doing great. I hope everybody has a great Monday. I'd love to hear about your healthy decisions and have a great day. Bye.